Good morning to you all. We're starting shortly. Good morning. It is Monday, or I should say good day to many of you. It is Monday, March the 26th, and this is your Eagle and Raptor news from SassePhoto. Let's start off with spring news. There have been more hatches over the weekend and so on. So Hayes, Pennsylvania, as you may know, the first hatch was on the 23rd of March. And that's the second egg. That's the second egg. I think the first one was not viable. That's right. And also we go all the way to Colorado, St. Vrain. First eagle hatch on the 24th of March. How exciting! And the second eagle hatch there on the 25th, immediately one day later. Also, there's news again of a broken, not viable egg at Duke Farm, also happened on the 24th, so that is 2 days ago. There was also an egg laid at Washington, D.C. on the 25th. Isn't that fantastic? So that is another news after the Earth Conservation Corps. We now have something from the D.C. nest at 4:30 on the 25th. Really wonderful, and thank you, Nicole, for compiling that. Let's go over to some breaking news. I'm just going to remove myself here from the window so that you can see this a little bit better. So this is a bit of a distressful news, things that should not happen anymore. 3 bald eagles were found shot dead near Tangent, Oregon. It's a big story. If you want more, please have a look at the webpage of KATU Channel 2 News ABC. So the report says that the Oregon State Police found 3 killed bald eagles near Lynn County last Friday, and it is believed that some idiot, I don't know what other word to use, has killed the raptors and shot them to death. As you know, this is strictly prohibited in the United States with high penalties of $15,000. And it is something that is absolutely atrocious. On the same line, I should also add that in Tennessee, on the Duck River, a canoeist found an injured bald eagle that was nearly dying. Fortunately, due to his incredible abilities, the eagle was saved, and it was found with a pellet in one of its wings after they x-rayed it. And again, if this is a true story, another crazy story. It's unbelievable that this goes on. This should really stop. Now some positive news also from Tennessee. Bald eagle released after being rehabbed. This is some veterans. I will just quickly show you this. Some veterans. This is some positive news. I think this eagle was found a week ago and has been released, so that is very positive news from Tennessee. I now go over to the camera in the Hancock Wildlife Foundation. I wanted to make you aware they have a beautiful new website in case you didn't know that. News from White Rock is that the female eagle of the White Rock nest has disappeared a few days ago and is now replaced by a young female. We know that she's young because there are still black feather marks on her tail feathers. So that's good news again for the White Rock. Of course, sad that Mama is gone, but as you know, this happens quite frequently during the season. So she has been replaced by a younger female. Do have a look at the incredibly beautiful website that the Hancock Wildlife Foundation now has, especially for the eagle tracking, the live tracking. Absolutely marvelous what David Hancock put here, the Tracking Alliance. So you'll be able for the first time to follow on a daily basis the paths of eagles as they migrate up and down. And this is to understand the migrational behavior of birds, especially all the way down to Oregon or all the way up to the Yukon and Alaska in a lot better way, which is really important for the future. Bringing us now to an environmental study, and I'm sure I will be able to invite the Audubon Society. Thanks for Nicole for bringing this along from the climate report. The climate report, as you know, the climate change is something that is hitting news constantly, and there has been a peer review climate report released by the Audubon Society that tells us that more than 50% of the species in North America, that is United States and Canada, are going to be endangered in future due to the increasing temperatures and the droughts, especially that you see in California, Colorado, and many other areas. For the bald eagle, and you can type this into the report, it's quite interesting. They have a report that goes all the way from 2000 to 2080. You can see how the prediction, and again, this is a peer-reviewed paper of very high scientific merit. You will be able to track how the climate change will be affecting the bald eagle, especially in the areas of California and Colorado, and how this may shift or decrease the population of bald eagles. Very interesting. I promise to look further into this because I think this is something that we should be very aware of. That brings me now to something that I got from Amy, something really beautiful. Amy from the Raptor Resource Center. You can see the Decora Nest has some amazing new cameras. Do have a look at the Decora Nest. This night camera has incredible resolutions. I'm just going to play you a small part of this so you'll be able to enjoy this. So this is an attack by an owl. Whoom! There was the great horned owl just came in. But you can see I am absolutely delighted to see the resolution and the work that that John Howe has put in with his team. On the same note, also a very unique clip that you can follow here of a peregrine falcon chasing an eagle. You know, as you know, peregrine falcons are incredibly fast, a lot of the fastest birds that we know, and it's chasing. You can follow the scene here. They have some beautiful cameras for bald eagles, peregrine falcons, and other raptors. Great work. That brings us to some beautiful pictures, and we start off with the berry nest. Thank you to all my Raptor team to bring this together. So I think this is mainly from Max Hester, if I remember correctly. So you can see some, yes, that's correct. It is indeed Max Hester, and here's something from Sasha68 Nicole, who brought in some beautiful pictures you can see here. So do enjoy that. And some more from the nest. As you know, one of them unfortunately died, but the other is doing very well. And some more here. Here's a couple of shots from the whole family. You have to look very close to see that baby. It is on the right, peeking through some limbs, so you can see it. Do look at these pictures, photos and comments by Gina again. Beautiful pictures from Gina, thank you very much. And here is something of a squirrel. You see Mama Warrior as a squirrel, comments from Max Hester, and some beautiful images. Thank you to you all. So I will shift to another folder, and that gets me to the famous Etzo nest. You may recall that we did have the Etzo nest in one of our broadcasts earlier, and you can see these three little ones are doing exceptionally well here at the Etzo nest. That was taken only yesterday at 4:10 p.m. Thanks to Liz for these beautiful captures, and really absolutely delightful. Then we move on to the southwest nest. The southwest nest. Yes, Desiree put some beautiful picture here. Last night I saw her picture on Facebook and I had to add it. This is so typical of M15 bringing down food to E10 and E11, and they're absolutely delighted. This is something you can really enjoy as they fledge and they're not able yet to take care of themselves. The parents, especially Papa, looking very well after them. And that's another one, E10 and Harriet, perched in the front pine by Kim. Thank you, Kim, for the picture. And another one here, E10 attacked and killed a piece of styrofoam. Please don't litter. That's really a wonderful contribution. Thank you so much. Let's see. Yes, we have two more pictures here. And that is something, again, that from Duke Farm, thanks to Nicole. There is obviously an egg that is non-viable, captured 2 days ago. You can clearly see that on the screen. And here's another one. Oh my goodness, from the trio. Isn't that really horrific? Completely covered in a snowstorm. That is quite incredible. So let me just switch back to my main screen. So, my friends, I hope you all enjoyed the Eagle News. We'll be back on Wednesday with a lot more news. And on that note, I would like to I would like to wish you a wonderful day. Let me just look at Nicole's remark. She's told me what I should say here. Nicole, what should I say? I should say to you, yes, I should say, have an eagle-tastic week. How's that? Have an eagle-tastic week. Don't forget to subscribe. And do always remember, I'm also on Patreon. For those of you who would like to support me, it would be greatly appreciated. Patreon is where with $2 you can really receive National Geographic type images. That would be very helpful. Thank you to all the other Patreon supporters, really remarkable. And you know, I do keep my promises. The photographs that you receive, you can print out in large and use for your have for your own usage, and really enjoy this for only $2 a month. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you to my wonderful team, Nicole, Jenny, Suzanne, and Donna. And so on that note, I wish you a wonderful week. I'll see you again on Wednesday at the same time. And also to remind you, on Friday, it looks like we have a very interesting broadcast about lead poisoning. Okay, so that is a big topic. We're going to take the American Eagle Foundation in Haines. It's going to be Sydney who we're going to have live on the show. Quite remarkable, very interesting. I've been in Haines there. I know the Haines American Eagle Foundation. So we'll talk more about that. Thanks for Nicole for bringing that on board. And thanks to my team, and thank you to all of you. Have a lovely day. And how did Nicole put this? Yes, have an eagle-tastic week.